Joined by Marcus Farrell. How you doing, man? You doing all right? All right. Happy Tuesday. Safe travels to that crew. Mundell Robinson, how you doing, man? Huh? Oh, there you go. Okay, I don't know. It was. Yeah, it did something crazy for a second there. Doing good, man. How you doing, man? What's your audio going in and out, man? It's like sometimes we can hear you real good, sometimes we can't. But your picture looks good, so we roll with that. We got a lot of people in the chat room already. We got AG. Good morning to you, AG. Torches and pitchforks is in the house. Good morning to you over there. I know, right? Dang, doom and gloom. Malika Dunaville is in the house. Good morning to you, sis. Suzanne, Aunt James. They said no audio. Well, we got audio. Let's see. I got audio. It says it's audio. Anybody else don't have audio? I think a lot more people. Well, no, two people said no audio. What the? Oh, you know what? I know what it is. Y'all don't have audio. I got audio. But I got it fixed.
Wow.
I got it fixed.
Wow. Hey.
My bad.
You see how you take the Ben Dixon show and switch that shit over to clickbaity, Mondale?
I don't even know what to say about that.
You Negroes talk when I want you to talk. Man, let me hurry up and let you teach me how to figure out how to run this.
I mean, dude, I can't. I'm just gonna give you all my secrets. I give you I tell you what camera to buy. I tell you what software to run. Like, damn, can I keep nothing? But anyway, no.
Absolutely nothing.
So let's start back. Let's go back and give Marcus, give that same introduction you gave, because the people riding to North Carolina didn't hear it.
Yeah, hey, shout out to the people who are listening to us in a car and a bus that are headed from Atlanta to North Carolina this morning. There's somebody on the bus who said they were rocking it, and I said I would acknowledge. So shout out to the folks there. Shout out to all of our folks who are having birthdays today. And shout out to everybody who plans on giving Amy Comey Barrett a hard time at some point.
Well, we're gonna have a long time to give her a hard time, because she's gonna be in there to like she our age, bro. So if we all live a long, healthy life, we're gonna be fighting her for the next 30, 40 years. Mundell, they didn't hear you when you said good morning, man. Give your greetings again.
Wait a minute. Marcus, who the fuck's on the bus?
Nah, I'm not gonna give out all that. I'm just giving them a shout out.
How you give him a shout out? You ain't call him out. Anyway, I'm not supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be cursing this morning.
Stop trying to dig for information.
I'm not supposed to be cursing this morning. I'm good, Ben.
Mondale, how you doing this morning?
I just never seen a shout out where you ain't calling nobody damn name. That's weird shit.
I'm
good though, bro.
That's what just happened, bro.
I'm not supposed to be cursing this morning. I'm sorry.
No, look.
But Mondale already.
Listen, I'm the last person who could tell people not to cuss, right? So I'm just trying to get us packaged and ready for syndicated radio, right? But no, it does. I guess I understand, because somebody else put it in the chat. They said, "How you?" They repeated you. They said, "Who the hell is on the bus, Marcus?" So anyway, Right. No, I get it. No. So anyway, yeah. Let's get more. Let's get going.
I'm good, man. I'm just harassing Marcus. I want to give a shout out to all those people headed to the moon. No names needed. They know who they are.
To the moon. Okay. All right. Let me throw up a little. There's a couple other comments in here that are wild. And our comment section is already wild. And speaking of, let's take a minute. Everybody, take a second and share. I want you to like. I want you to, if you on Twitter, I want you to retweet and follow Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. I want you to hang on. Let's see what this is. Help us spread the word about this morning show because we are consistent. We are doing it. We're going to keep doing it. Bringing you politics and shenanigans. All right, so the way we doing this is we all gonna bring at least one political story that we want to cover, and then we all gonna bring one shenanigan story that we want to cover, and it doesn't have to be a particular story with shenanigans. It could just be a thing. Marcus, you already brought up the Amy Coney Barrett hearing. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched bits and pieces of it because I knew. I mean, she about to be appointed. There's nothing Democrats can do. As soon as the election is over, there's the Obamacare, Affordable Care Act trial that's coming before the Supreme Court. And she's going to be the deciding factor. So they're going to kill Obamacare quick, fast, and in a hurry. But what were your thoughts about the hearing yesterday?
Well, first, they're going to kill Obamacare, and then they're going to reinstitute Obamacare and call it Trump care. Because that's all they literally can do. Because that's the most... Trump care is the most Republican / moderate, almost the most Trump Republican / moderate health care possible when it comes down to this day and age. And they're not going to go that far from it, right?
Right.
But they are just going to keep Obamacare and say Republicans passed it because that's what they do. Mm-hmm. The only thing I have to say is if this was the opposite way around, the Republican Party will use every procedural tactic that they could, including like filibustering for 48 to 72 hours,
right?
To do anything that they possibly could to keep Obama's presidential nominee out, right? Especially if they had the Senate, which like they did, right? Democrats still have options, but we're not going to use those options because, man, in general, Democrats, when they get together, they turn into the softest gang on the planet, unless you're a Republican, right?
Unless you're progressive.
Unless you're progressive, right? If
right.
you're a progressive, then you're going to get hardcore gangster Democrats doing hardcore gangster things like, rigging elections and everything else possible. But when it comes to the Republicans, it's like, we don't want to hurt our big brothers. Our fellow white brothers. So let's just figure out the good things that we can find in the person who's about to take away abortion access for millions of people of color and women across the country.
Hold that thought, Marcus. I want you
away from it, man.
Marcus, I want you to check your camera input because I don't think you're looking at us. I don't think you're using the that $1 million camera.
I am.
Me and okay, you are. So there's something going on. Because is it that Tallahassee internet?
No, because on my end, he's grainy.
Yeah. We missing some of the. Are you? Wait a minute. Did you switch it? Are you on video mode or are you on camera mode?
I'm on video mode. I think, my brother.
All right. Take care of that because we want you to be as clean as me and Mundell. Mundell, you got your camera in the room there. You looking like $1 million, man. What were your thoughts on what you saw yesterday with Coney Barrett?
Listen, man. I'm just I am my issue this morning is a court issue too. It's not the Supreme Court.
Okay.
But I'm pretty disgusted but it's keeping with a president who already nominated and appointed more than 10 judges who are not qualified per the bar standards. So this is disgusting, and also our way of life is about to change in a serious way.
How do you think? In what way do you think?
Well, let me give you an example. The Donald Trump's administration, people don't know this, when they were figuring out like what was going on with COVID and the initial package, the funding package, the Homeland Security said, not the House, Homeland Security said there should be a ballot box for every 15,000 voters.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, it should be a one ballot box for every 15,000 voters. But in Houston, they're trying to suppress the vote so bad that Governor Abbott, one ballot box for every county.
Yeah, I saw that.
He lost his at court, but it just went to appeals court yesterday. 3 judges, all appointed by Donald Trump. Guess what they did? Overturned the lower court and agreed with the governor. So now you got Harris County, which is where Houston is massive, massive, millions of people, and there's only one ballot box. You know how big that county is? That county is bigger than Iowa, and they only got one ballot box. Think about if you're an older person, or if you don't have a driver's license, or if you're sick and as we used to say in the black church, you stayed in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sick of shut in.
So, shut in, right? So I'm smiling about that, but that's serious. That's serious business. That just shows you how important and also how dangerous Donald Trump's court and his appointees are.
Yeah, yeah. So that makes me want to jump to a conversation that I kind of want to wait till later. And I'm going to see if I can start the conversation without calling out the people yet. We'll call out the people later. But to me, there's like at least 7 different reasons for people to be like, okay, I don't like this dude Biden, but I don't care that I don't like him because we got to stop Trump because of the things that Donald Trump is doing. He's been appointing judges, and he's going to continue to appoint even more judges. And we got people who really don't see the urgency of right now to stop it where it is, to stop the hemorrhaging and stop the bleeding. And they are more interested in equivocating over, oh, I think Joe Biden is just as bad as Donald Trump. And I'm like, yo, do you see what they're doing, what they're getting ready to do in the next couple of months with this conservative bench on the Supreme Court level, on the appellate court level, on the federal, or just throughout the entire federal judiciary? Like they're not playing games, man. Conservatives are not playing games. I fought Democrats just as much as anybody else. But just because Democrats have some culpability in this, don't mean you turn around and just let these monsters stay in power and stay in office. You don't give Donald Trump another 4 years just because Democrats don't know how to fight them. Do you stop fighting Donald Trump because Democrats don't know how to fight him? Or do you pick up and fight on behalf of marginalized people? Or do you sit back in your nice, posh, Brooklyn loft and do podcasts and say, well, I'm not voting for anybody, when the fact of the matter is if you really believe in what you're talking about, all right, I might as well call people name. If you really believe in what you're talking about, then you can't sit idly by and let 4 more years of Donald Trump rearranging and fundamentally changing the judiciary in a way that no matter what Congress passes, there won't be a piece of progressive legislation that don't get overturned by these courts.
Yeah, if you go to the place where you start thinking,
Marcus,
can you hear me?
Yeah.
I gave Marcus hell for not calling names on the people going on the bus to North Carolina.
Virgil, Texas, and Bree Joy, their new podcast. They promoting this idea. I don't mind calling people out. I just didn't want to do it at the beginning because I didn't want that to become the focus of the beginning of the show. But listen, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like you cannot. You don't have a lick of revolutionary blood in you if the very first thing that you don't try is to get rid of this man in November. If you think you could sit back and just say, "Oh, I'm so revolutionary that I don't even want to oppose Donald Trump," you full of shit, bro. You full of shit. Excuse me, kids. Y'all didn't hear that.
If you look at what Lindsey Graham said when he said that you can be black and go anywhere and you want to in the state as long as you're conservative.
Come on, man.
Right? He basically said that if you are a non-voter, if you are a moderate voter, if you are an independent, if you are a Democrat, which literally somewhere around 93%, the last time I checked, of black voters in South Carolina registered are Democrats. That means that you can't be black in South Carolina, and y'all dumbasses out here talking about not voting at all, right, against anybody. You non-voters right now are endangering my life.
Right, bro. How? Not only that, but Trump, and I'll Babe, if you can send me that article you're talking about with the HBCUs. Y'all might know it better than I do because I just saw it in passing. But Donald Trump attacking the funding of HBCUs based on the premise of the critical race theory, and he doesn't want any federal funding going to any organization or entity that is teaching critical race theory. That has trickled down. That's not just on federal agencies, but that trickles down to the funding for HBCUs.
Wait. I'm sorry. Y'all do it all the time. I gotta do this. M11B22. Blacks voted for Dems for 50 years and got nothing. Can't scare me into voting for Biden. 94 crime bill ? You don't watch our show. You don't watch our show.
You want me to put that on the screen?
Skim through it and listen to what you want to skim through and listen to. You don't watch our show. First off, we are the most critical people when it comes down to Joe Biden possible. And ain't nobody scaring you into voting Joe Biden. I'm telling you to vote Trump out. Don't be dumb.
They dumb, bro.
They would be dumb.
Y'all just stupid. At this point,
Don't
listen.
be dumb. No, wait.
Go, fam, go.
You sit up here and talk about crime bill ? You literally, okay, you might have just found out about this show. Somebody might have just shared it with you. But guess what? First, if you know Ben Dixon's channel, he talks about the crime bill like he talks about wearing lotion. And that boy ain't never asked over there. So what are you talking about right now? We talk about the crime bill every day. Hey, if you ever try to come on this show and present us as some coon-ass Negroes that are trying to scare you into voting for Joe Biden, no, we know the truth. We're willing to have a realistic conversation about what the fuck is going on right now. Don't be dumb. Don't be a dumbass and try to be smart and think that the 94 crime bill is something that we don't talk about.
Hey, bro,
know about, or we haven't expanded upon. You talk about, you're looking at 3 free Negroes. Fuck out of here, man.
Bro, you talk about people who they just found out about the 94 crime bill in 2020 and they try to talk. They
probably still love Bill Clinton. I'm telling you. I bet she got a picture of Bill Clinton over her church. Man.
If they don't, their granddad, their nana does.
And here's the deal. I bet none of these people can tell me anything about the crime bill.
Except that it existed.
MLB, whatever your name is, don't Google nothing. Just put something about the crime bill right now.
All you know is that Joe Biden promoted it. That's all they're going to know.
I mean, listen, first off, we defend problematic people all the time on this show, and
when we got to
actually has to explain it before we do it. But the one thing we never have to explain before we do is the 94 crime bill.
Right, we got that covered. We got that covered, bro.
We don't like it. And we're not trying to scare you into voting.
But you know who else voted for it?
But I'm going to tell you like this. You Bernie your busters literally don't realize that Bernie is the person who's campaigning for Biden the hardest. Harder than any neoliberal that tried to vote him out.
Yeah.
Bernie is literally busting his ass for Joe Biden way more than us three can.
Or will
a whole ass organization, and you don't see him tattooing Bernie Sanders on Joe Biden on his forehead. We just don't like fascism. Fuck, we will take neoliberalism over fascism.
I would rather write, bro. You just know that. I'm sorry. We just like fascism less. Right? We just don't want to deal with the reality of what's coming around the bend. Y'all kind of the most. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna save it. We don't need to.
Save it. I'm not saving shit this morning.
Bro, the most useless people in the world are these leftists, Bernie or Buster, dead enders who do not. Yeah, I'm gonna use that language. And I'm not talking about people who ain't got no reach. I'm talking about big people with platforms. I'm talking about people with platforms. All y'all who are like, oh, you vote shaming. I ain't talking about you because I don't even know you. I'm talking about these people. They got hundreds of thousands of followers who making $30,000 a month to do podcasts, who doing all this kind of junk. You know what I mean? Big time influencers who don't say anything about the impending fascism that is coming to this country. Amy Coney Barrett is going to be the person who brings Handmaid's Tale to this country, and she's going to do it with the finesse of an Ivy League legal scholar. And y'all are sitting around here talking about the 94 crime bill. Bro, you got to understand, something that happened 30 years ago is something that has to be addressed. You don't ignore it, but you got to take a look at what's happening in front of you right now. And if you're too blind to do that, you're just stupid as hell, dumb, a useful idiot. The real stepping fetching coons in here are the people who cannot see the reality of fascism at our door.
Those people don't know. those
I
people
can't
don't
be.
know.
I can't be on your chat because if I'm in your chat and I see that dumbass shit, I'm gonna change the whole show. I'm sorry, Mondale.
Mondale, slide to your left a little bit, Mondale. Just a
Those
little.
people
Right there.
don't
Boom.
understand politics. I'm telling you, like when I see those comments, it's actually more. It's more a critique of yourself than it is of us and our support for. Well, it's not even support. It's our rejection of fascism, and and our desire to get rid of it in the presidential space. So here's let me explain something to you. The fact that it's 2020, 2020, and you're talking about a policy from 1994. Yes, it has long reach and ramifications that are still affecting people right now. But the fact that you don't understand politics has nothing to do with a single issue. It's more than that. And also, there's no purity. There's no purity in politics.
Yeah.
More? You want me to go more?
No. Back to your right now. I'll tell you when to stop. Boom. Right there. Don't move. There you go. Right there. Perfect. Go.
That's where I was before.
No, it's not.
Are we making the shades a thing now?
So what now?
Are we making the shades a thing now?
I don't speak French, so I don't know about this weed shit. I just know I know it's election season and my eyes are bright red, so I don't get that much sleep during this time of the year, bro.
Bro, you don't get don't blame that on the election season, bro. Just blame that on the fact that you still a young man.
I'm not even like I was gonna put up with it, but I'm not. But go ahead, Mondale, continue, bro, because you were making a great point.
So these peers are the worst for politics ever.
Right.
I mean, these people who think, like you said, you call it Bernie or bust, but it's just another form of white supremacy, if you ask me. I mean, because if you're this mad about Joe Biden 1994 crime bill problem, you should be equally mad as a progressive about, Bernie Sanders 2016 no reparation problem.
Nah, they don't equate that, bro. Because what it is it is a grift, it is a hustle, it is a popular thing. If you ask Jimmy Dore, ask all the, that's why I don't talk to the individuals, the people who don't want to vote. That's your business. I'm talking about the people with these 400,000 subscribers on YouTube, 150, 200,000 people who follow you on Twitter, and you got like 1 million people who watch you on Facebook on an average day. And what I'm saying, these people know it is lucrative to keep buying into the irritation. People are irritated with the DNC, and you got a right to be mad at the DNC, fam. You got a right to be mad at Joe Biden. You got a right to be angry. But what's happening is people who are making $30,000, $40,000, $100,000 a month, another show, $300,000 a month, are making that money based on irritating you, continuing to have you so irritated at the one thing that they're talented at talking about. Let me tell you something. Don't nobody critique the DNC and the Democratic Party than the three of us right here. But we understand the score. We understand the reality of what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a fundamental change in this country to the point where you think you're going to get a damn progressive policy out of what's coming if Donald Trump gets a second term? We are already so far behind the 8 ball right now. We might not get a progressive policy even if we get rid of Donald Trump, and not because of Joe Biden, but because of the federal courts. And y'all are just sitting back saying, oh, well, I don't like the 94. Nigga, you just found the 94 crime bill on Wikipedia 2 months ago. Shut the hell up.
Ben,
I'm at to do this show in my bedroom. I can't do this in my kids in the back room. I think
this is important. When America catches a cold, black people catch the flu.
Right.
All right. So follow what I'm saying to you, you dumbass motherfucking black people who think Donald Trump is the same thing as Joe Biden.
Hold on. Wait. I'm about to flex.
Wait.
No. Stop. Somebody tried to hell. Ben, you just sound jealous. Fam, do I need to stunt on you? I'm not even going to tell you what I make. It ain't even about that. Bro, I make more off of one video than these dudes made. And let me tell you something. The reason I do this is because I tell the truth no matter how much I make, no matter how much I don't make. When I wouldn't make no money, I was telling the truth. Now that I'm making more money in a week than you make in a year, I still tell the truth, fam. Don't try me. Go ahead.
When America catches a cold, black people catch the flu. That's not my statement, but that's a factual statement. So if you think that getting fascist ass Donald Trump elected where white people start having problems, then imagine what the fuck is going to do to black people, you idiots.
Another moron. Hold on. We gonna go in on
America.
all these. We gonna go in on all.
If white folks are in poverty, black people are dying, right? Like, and I hate, and I'm not trying to play the oppression Olympics because it's going to be bad for everybody. But when has America been equal opportunity, idiots?
That's what I don't get about these black folks who like to say Donald Trump has doing, black Donald Trumpers, right? Let's forget about the dead end left, because I every so many years you got to go through this process with them because there's enough money to be made off of irritating people about the failings of the DNC, right? And it's particularly lucrative. It is especially lucrative when you do it at the moment that it's time to vote. That's why you don't see the Green Party. You don't see the Green Party until
shaming, Ben. Now they talking. Now they saying we vote.
Ain't no such thing as vote shaming. You should be a fucking shame if you don't vote. I'm not one of those participation medal shit where everybody should get a fucking medal for participating. You win or you lose. Not voting is a fucking dumb idea. Fuck out of here. Vote shaming.
I know this is the oldest argument in the book, but it's just the most logical argument of them all. If your vote didn't matter, why the hell do you think that they would expend all of their political energy, all of their resources to stop you from voting? You dumb. Y'all so dumb. I'm sorry. Y'all just dumb at this point. I ain't got time to reason or ration with y'all because y'all are irrational. Y'all are not seeing. One guy in the chat room said, Joe Biden agrees with all the fascism of Donald Trump. Really, Sway? Really? Is that what you read? And that's what's necessary. That disingenuous argument is what's necessary for you to sit back and feel righteous in your non-vote. You ain't got to vote.
Can we give these people the play? Because maybe some of these people don't understand the play. We can't get any progressive policies at all under Trump. So here's the play. You got to get rid of fascism to have a conversation about reparations.
It's even more than that, bro. You absolutely right. Here's the biggest thing. They actually think, this is the argument, I've said it before on the show, I got to say it again. They actually think that their solution is to allow Donald Trump to continue destroying America. Because they feel like if Donald Trump successfully destroys America, then some type of revolution can rise up. Some kind of progressive, slow socialist, communist revolution will rise up. Here's the reality.
You have that without black people, right? Because black people are going to be dead.
But it's even more. You could generalize it even more. If you don't have the power to do the destruction, you certainly don't have the power to do the resurrection in some type of progressive form. In other words, the fascists have the power to do the destruction. What kind of government do you think is going to rise out of that? You think there's going to be some egalitarian society that rises out of the fascist destruction? Y'all so simple. And the reason y'all so simple is because it's lucrative to sell you on simple stuff.
Yeah, they fall for that shit. They fall for that shit, man.
Or here's what it is. I bet you they go vote themselves. They just know they can make money telling people not to vote.
Bruh, I mean, it is the biggest grift of all time. And I really especially like the guy, Ben, you're jealous. Fam, I could pay your whole salary with what I'm doing right now. But it ain't about that. I would let go of every penny I'm making right now if it required me to tell you a lie. Ask people about me. Ask people about companies that I walk away from. Millions of dollars that I walk away from because I ain't going to tell the lie, because I ain't going to betray my truth. I'm not going to betray the people. Walked away from millions of dollars because of that. Money ain't a thing. I'm just letting you know, ain't nobody going to be honest with you. People know they can make money by irritating you about not voting, because if you do that, there's going to always be people who feel your righteous indignation, quote unquote righteous indignation, but all you doing is hustling, pimping.
I'm sorry.
So long story short, you as individuals, I really don't care what you do as an individual. Do what you want to do, fam. But I will call out people who use their platforms to try to convince you that Joe Biden is the same as Donald Trump. Not in the year of our Lord 2020. I don't care what Joe Biden was 30 years ago. Let me tell you what Donald Trump is right now today. Donald Trump right now today is going to oversee 500,000 people dying from COVID-19 for the sake of his ego. Donald Trump today has already presided over 45 million people losing their job. Donald Trump today is going to make sure he gets rid of Obamacare so that your sick family I know you want Medicare for all, but you got family members in your family right now who will lose their insurance because of pre-existing conditions. You got family members in your family right now who will lose their insurance because they can't stay on their parents' insurance until they're 27 years old. And that's going to go away. Donald Trump right now is doing everything he can to make sure that Roe versus Wade is going to be overturned, that Oberfels versus Hodge is going to be overturned. Then we go down the list of every item, both domestically and internationally. I know what Joe Biden was 40 years ago. Every single person on this platform knows it. But we know a threat, an existential threat when we see one. Y'all miss us because y'all are not up to the task, family. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta stay out your chat room, bro.
It is a moral obligation at this point. Here it is from Facebook. A moral obligation at this point. It is a moral obligation. What'd you say?
Who on Facebook said that?
Maria Pi Melly said it is a moral
I like
obligation at this
that
point.
person. For real, because I mean, let's be honest, man. Donald Trump is killing people with COVID.
Literally.
Now, if you want to go deeper, Donald Trump is more likely to kill black people with the COVID. 1 in 2,000 to be exact. And they said by the end of the year, it's going to be 1 in 500 if we continue on the same path. If we look at now, we just seen the disparities in black people that are dying from COVID. Now, guess what kind of black people? Black men. So, all y'all making that Joe Biden argument about the 94 crime bill and what it did to you, Donald Trump gonna kill 1 in 500 of you.
Wait, literally. Literally.
The Moist brothers.
1 in 500 of you are gonna die.
That they try to compare us to because we're using the common sense argument. Hey, the Moist brothers are going to be the ones.
Who the Moist brothers? Help me out.
And what I mean by that is these neoliberal, soft ass brothers that you try to compare us to because y'all want to hate somebody, right? Like, no, we aren't. There's no neoliberal moderate person you're watching at all on any of this. Like, we all know that there's a bunch of gatekeeping, fetching, stepping ass motherfuckers that are going to be associated with Joe Biden the day he gets elected. We know that. We know that clearly.
Jim Clyburn of South Carolina.
We can call them out, right? But I don't even feel like calling out all of them, right? But here's the thing. The biggest difference is them niggas is going to be all right.
Yeah, man.
If Donald Trump gets reelected, they're gonna be able to, unless they get COVID, they're gonna be able to talk about how bad Donald Trump is and sell you that neoliberal bullshit for the rest of their days. It's perfect. It works out for them. They want to be more closer to power, but they're still gonna have more money than your black ass. Now.
Wait. Let me don't lose that thought. I just throw this in here. Not only that, you're right about that. They're also going to be all right because who is Donald Trump actually coming after? He's not coming after the centrists. He's coming after the left. Who do you think? All these people who don't think that they can bring themselves to vote Donald Trump out, you are literally the target of Donald Trump. So go ahead and sign your own death warrant.
You just hit the nail on the head. The people who are the most woke on here
are the ones Trump gonna kill.
Yeah. And yes, I'm woke, but I'm dead prez type woke. I'm run up in City Hall woke. I'm dead prez 2000 woke. I'm public enemy woke. I'm not, let's go get a chai tea coffee, pumpkin spice coffee and talk about a fucking problem.
Hey,
yeah, you ain't
lay off
pumpkin spice.
Lay off the pumpkin spice, bro. Lay off the pumpkin spice. Right. Lay off the pumpkin spice because it's that time of year. I'm telling you, if it wasn't COVID outside, I'd be lined up at the coffee shop every day with me some pumpkin spice, sitting back. You know what I mean? I got the right to be bougie every now and then.
Here's what happens. They're so used to seeing those brothers that Marcus is talking about, that they forgot black men can literally be critical fucking thinkers. You fucking with 3 of them right now, and I'm touching my face because I mean it, goddammit. You ain't dealing with your average run-of-the-mill Negroes over here.
Come on, man.
Period. And I ain't trying to brag, but I'm bragging because y'all motherfuckers are crazy out here thinking to say that Donald Trump and Joe Biden are the same is to say that I am. It's that argument to say that not even that you're the worst. You're the equivalent of the worst thing that you ever are. I want of these same people walk around, and I want of these people run around and call people who've been convicted of felons all their life? Or do you just talk about this person and the mistake they made 20 years ago, 30 years ago? Are you still critiquing them about that? Because your argument of why not to vote for this man don't make no fucking sense, bro. You ain't thought through it. It just seemed like something popular. And if Ben,
It
like
is
Ben
popular.
said, that's why I'm telling you, anybody with common sense, anybody who got 300,000 followers, you would believe. I know we live in the age of Instagram influence, so I might be wrong for saying this. You would believe they've thought on what their importance is and what role they should have to
Right.
influence these people's lives.
Right.
But to tell people on a consistent basis not to vote because of something that happened in 1994.
It's ridiculous, bro. I like that. I like that. I like what you're saying, man. Because that's the underlying fundamental principle, right? If somebody held me to who I was in '94, then don't none of us stand a chance. They don't hold themselves. Most of these people making this argument won't hold themselves to what they said at the beginning of 2020. Right?
I'm gonna go.
Well, I want to go one step. I want to go one layer deeper. That's what Mundell said. But it's another layer. It is, and this is something that you bring up, Marcus, on a regular basis. And Mundell, you've actually said this before too. It is the fact that Joe Biden, at the bare minimum, will allow the institutions to work. He would allow democracy to work. He would allow a committee of people to make a decision versus just his ego making the decision. So not only is it irrational and disingenuous to say, oh, this is who this person was in '94, therefore they are equivalent to who this man is, who Donald Trump is today. You see what I'm saying? Like, they are giving Donald Trump a pass all of his life up to 2020 and saying, oh, well, he's okay because of who Joe Biden was in '94. It makes absolutely no sense. But beyond that, Donald Trump is leading with his ego, and it's going to get somebody in your family killed. That's what I'm saying. I don't like Joe Biden, but I like dying even less. And I like losing family members even less. And Donald Trump is going to literally doing a tour of the country. And he was just tested positive for COVID-19 less than a week and a half ago. And y'all are out here saying, oh, he's the same as Joe Biden. The hell out of y'all.
Hey, let's bring it. I got two things real quick. First off, we need to vote just because if we flip the Senate, your God in chief, your godfather, your daddy of them all, Bernie Sanders gets a chairmanship position of what? Finance committee? The finance committee? Is the he's a senior senator, Democratic senator on, I believe, the finance committee. So Bernie's gonna have this big role.
Come on,
of America. So y'all, I mean, like, get your guy in just for that, right? And flip the Senate for that. But secondly,
but you can't. But he won't be able to do anything if Donald Trump is president.
Right. And secondly, let's bring it back to the uprisings that happened this summer.
Talk.
Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, my cousin Jonathan Farrell, Trayvon Martin, Ahmaud Arbery, all the situations where black folks have gotten killed. You know who supports that? Donald Trump supporters. Donald Trump supporters will make the cops and the white folks that kill black people out to be good American citizens exercising their Second Amendment rights, and making sure that making sure that every shooting that happens of a cop is justified. You have a justice system that won't even take a look into the fact that white supremacists are in some of the most major law enforcement agencies in America.
Period.
Right? So y'all dummies sitting up here screaming Joe Biden.
I'm sorry. They get mad. They upset. Oh, they're a little triggered because we called them dumb. Listen, fam, we did everything that we possibly could to argue with you. Wait. I'm gonna toss it back to you. We try to. I know. I don't care either. I'm just saying we've been patient with y'all dummies long enough. Now y'all are just being outright ignorant. And the reason you're being ignorant is because people are feeding this to you. Look, if you can't get uncomfortable, if your politics don't make you uncomfortable, if life doesn't make you uncomfortable, then you're living in some extremes that are completely irrelevant, and it's going to leave everybody. You know how many, Marcus, I'm going to let you finish, but how many groups are going to suffer directly from Donald Trump? I'm not talking about indirectly. I'm talking about those 210,000 people who are already dead. I'm talking about all the marriage equality that is getting ready to go away. I'm talking about all the women's autonomy that's getting ready to go away. And y'all are like, 94 crime bill. That's why I have to call you dumb, fam. At this point, we try to reason and rationalize with y'all. I got time for that no more.
All you got to do is go back 4 episodes ago And you will see that I personally made the same argument and also explain why you still have to vote for Joe Biden.
Exactly.
We do this all the time. Listen, if you just go to clickbaity political thirst trap on Facebook and just go back 3 months ago. Almost every episode, I take a keen opportunity to talk shit about Joe Biden because I love doing that shit.
Because we're good at it. Because we're good at it. Can't nobody, they don't do it as good as we do.
Yeah. I love talking bad about, I love trashing Joe Biden. I love trashing gatekeeper Negroes and bootlickers. I love it. It makes
we count Kamala on here, bro.
But as a matter of fact, y'all probably can't do it as good as we do it when we get in our zones.
Really?
So we get it, but we still understand that, like, we have to we have to have a Justice Department that, if they shoot your dumb ass, will actually do something to investigate it to make sure that your dumb ass gets justice.
Because they go listen, here the case point.
The current Justice Department is not doing that, folks.
Mandel, what you thinking over there, man?
I'm thinking, I don't know which America these people live in. Donald Trump came into office and tried to repeal everything Barack Obama did. He cut funding for HBCUs. His Justice Department stopped investigating crooked police officers. They ended all the consent decrees that were with states, with police departments. I mean, with cities who had police departments that were racist, right? He cut back on the number of attorneys and staff in the Civil Rights Division of under Jeff Sessions and Donald Trump's administration. Donald Trump has took the Justice Department and made it his personal law firm. We are literally paying Donald Trump's rape charges. We are defending Donald Trump in court for rape charges. Our tax dollars are.
Yes.
We are currently watching Donald Trump tell the Justice Department to investigate Democrats. Literally on TV, he said they need to investigate Democrats.
They like the sound of that because they're more upset at the Democrats than they are at Donald Trump's fascism. But go ahead.
Anyone sitting comfortably in the fact that the president is telling the Justice Department who and what to investigate, and these people are running an election against this person, then you don't understand what democracy is. You should go live where dictators rule the world, because that's exactly what's happening. Furthermore, Donald Trump, you saw the pressure of Donald Trump on his secretaries. For instance, Donald Trump was mad at what's your boy name on the State Department for not releasing
Pompeo.
not releasing the emails, and then all of a sudden, today or yesterday, he announced he's going to release the emails from Hillary Clinton. It's 2020. Donald Trump's still talking about emails.
And that's more.
And we know that this is how shameless this bastard is. We know his kids are using their regular Gmail and iPhones to send state emails. We know his daughter who's a paid advisor for the fucking White House, who's also a paid advisor apparently for Goya, because she was selling their beans from the White House.
So is Trump, yeah.
So is the president. That's right, sitting around the table with beans on it. So let me tell y'all something. Anybody cool with anything I just named, you do not understand democracy and you're comfortable with dictatorship. So you should ask yourself, what about you makes you okay with this type of leadership? What about you?
Look, at the end of the day, man, I don't care what an individual chooses to do. It's their business. But what I care about is having people recite ridiculous arguments that are fed to them by people who are doing it just to make money. Like last night on my stream, I had like I don't know, 2,000 some people at like midnight. And I told them, I said, at some point, I want you to stop listening to me. I want you to shut me out because you need to be able to listen to yourself. Like, I believe in what I'm saying to the point where I've lost millions of dollars. I have lost company. I've done all kind of stuff because I follow my truth. But you got to be able to follow your truth. My thing in this communication game, the reason I do this is totally different than everybody else do it. I don't do this for money. I did this for years without making a dime. And even when I'm making money now, it's completely immaterial to me. I don't really care about it. I do this because I want to empower people to be able to think for themselves. That's why in every episode I challenge my own ideas in the middle of my own episode, because I want people to challenge my ideas. And I'm telling you, there is probably not another. I can't tell you how many people are in this for the exact opposite. They are here for one reason, and that is to control what you think so that they can keep making money off of you. And so when I hear dumb arguments that are detrimental, being repeated by people, and I know these people personally, right? I know them, and I know that they're not going to be affected by this. Donald Trump could win again, and they're going to be just fine because they live in the neoliberal centers. They live in the metropolitan centers. They live, and they're friends with conservatives. They're friends with people from Breitbart. These somebody called them a Patreon revolutionaries. These Patreon revolutionaries, these podcaster revolutionaries are friends with people who will kill you.
Yes.
And that's all.
Who are killing you? Who are killing you?
Listen, facts. And I'm not going to call out anybody's names, but there's a partnership that's currently problematic right now. And there's so many relationships in the progressive universe that are problematic, even more than neoliberals. You know what? Let me back up. A lot of people's beef started in summertime of 2016. When the DNC started doing all the shenanigans, and it did do shenanigans, right? Mm-hmm. And they also managed to rig the South Carolina primary against Bernie Sanders in 2020 by consolidating before the election. Okay? All right, that's a fact. Most of the people who are watching this are literally saying both parties are full of it because of that right there. What y'all neglect to do a lot, and I do this a lot, bear with me, fellas, is y'all don't realize that moderate Democrats to Republicans are what progressives are to moderate Democrats. Y'all don't fight either. And let me tell you why you don't fight. Bernie Sanders had ample enough opportunity. Y'all blame everything on the DNC.
Come on, man.
He didn't even talk to black people. He didn't do everything that he was supposed to do to win the election in 2016. Y'all are really mad at the DNC?
Wait. How do you know, Marcus? How would you know that? You just talking.
Oh, I mean, because I was the African American outreach director for Bernie in 2016. And I watch everything Black Bernie does. I'm probably the utmost scholar when it comes down to him and outreach to black voters.
And what happened in 2016?
And what I'm saying is very simple, right? Like you guys are complaining about, it's a very privileged place to argue from. The DNC did everything to destroy Bernie Sanders. Yes, they did. And Bernie didn't do everything to win the damn primary. So if we can admit that and start from there, then maybe we won't have this purity argument about what progressive policies are, about how we win as progressives. We can't even have a damn argument about winning elections if Trump is still elected, because there won't be any institutions for us to fight within.
Bro,
here's the problem. This is because, Marcus, you're arguing with people that are doing something different than you, brother. Politics killed us, and they play politics. They get to play politics. And I know that for a fact, because those of us that do this work, we do it because, like, to what Ben said, even though it's different in politics and journalism, but the same reason. Like, we're trying to get truth for our people, to get our people free. Thanks. So these people are they're just doing a job. I mean, I see some of my white friends leave politics and go work at a record store and then come back like a next election cycle when shit heat up, so they can make more money. And I'm just like, I don't have that luxury. I want that freedom to just walk away and go sell records or comic books and then come back at the top of the game. You know what I'm saying? And start another pack when it's election season. We can't do that. We can't do that because we're not playing.
Right.
We got cousins that are dying because of policies.
Right.
It's not hyperbole. It's not hyperbole. Black men are dying many deaths in this country.
I like this comment.
One.
Let me drop this comment in here. Now, this is one thing I will agree with. I think Bernie neglected the black vote, but Patricia on YouTube said Bernie gave us each other. I think that is a takeaway that we can take from this, and that's what's important.
Bernie gave us what?
Bernie gave the left. I don't know about you, Mundell, because you're not really over here with us. But
I'm way past y'all. I'm further to the left than you are.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm messing with you. Here we go.
I want to amplify this. What you say about being mama? What you say about being mama? What did you just say about being mama? I didn't intend to make this about you and me, but we can do it. Go ahead.
Go ahead and finish your comment, then I'm coming for your ass.
Nah, let's do it now.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say about this message though.
It's immaterial because you came for me, man. So let's go.
What makes you think I'm not to the left of you?
I said you're not over here with us in the Bernie crowd, but because you got that chip on your shoulder, you just want to go out and left
Bernie.
field.
When Marcus worked for him, I endorsed Bernie.
Yeah,
Sure did.
who'd you go this
for
year?
America.
That's like
2020, who'd you vote
actually.
for? 2020, who was your person?
Elizabeth Warren was my person, but
Okay.
Elizabeth Warren was everybody's progressive
Okay.
person. The campaign was run Warren run, not run Bernie run.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
When
I get
Elizabeth
that.
Warren didn't run,
But
everybody progressive got on Bernie's train.
you jumping up. So if I say you over here with the crowd that Bernie gathered an entire movement together. You identified you a part of that movement of the Bernie Bros and the Bernie
Hell
sisters.
no.
Exactly. So dumb it.
Mark, you see how I did that shit again? That's 3 days in a row.
No. I was like, if you want to go, man, let's go,
Friday
bro. I know what city you in, man, and I will.
bro.
I ain't coming to meet you though. I ain't going to meet you nowhere because
What city
COVID.
am I in?
Go ahead.
What city?
Hey, real quick. I want to address
Commercial
something.
break.
Derek Copen. Derek Copen said, then I have to ask if you were doing your job. If I was doing my job as Black Outreach Director. So let me explain something to you about how
what happened?
This must be
Yeah,
this must be
right.
make a black
Wait,
man
who said
mad
that?
day.
why if Bernie lost the black vote if I was doing my job.
Hey, can I tell the story?
Wow.
I don't want your blood pressure to go up, bro.
This is how I know these people don't do politics, bro.
Hey, like I signed the checks, like I signed the budget, like I okay the political outreach.
They got no clue, man.
They
And
don't
you
know
know,
how this shit works, do they?
and the reason they don't.
Listen, the same way that they roll out black people trying to defend the '94 crime bill is the same way that they will roll out black people to take the loss.
You know, they just blame Bernie Sanders' loss on you, bro.
Yeah, he blamed Bernie Sanders' loss on me.
Wait, are you going to tell them? Because, bro,
Wow.
how much can you tell, man? Because let me say, when me and Marcus, raise your hand just so folks know I'm talking about you. When me and Marcus first met in person, I think it was down in Atlanta, and he told me his story of what happened to him on the Bernie 2016 campaign, and it was so disgusting. I had to go get a drink. It had me shaking how angry I was at Bernie Sanders and Jeff Weaver in particular, and a couple other people who I like still. I ain't gonna name them names, but they had me so angry at what they did to black voters and how they ignore black voters, but more specifically, what they did to the black people on their campaign had me so furious. Let me tell you the truth, man. I didn't support Bernie Sanders until February when I came out with the Bernie Bruh video. The reason I waited so long was because I found out exactly the extent of their problems with the black community from 2016, and I could not, in good faith, just come out and support him again just because I supported him in 2016. It took me 3 months from Marcus telling me what happened to him on that campaign and what happened on that campaign and what happened to the other black organizers on that campaign. It took me 3 months to digest the fact that, okay, the same thing that I'm doing with Joe Biden right now. I had to reluctantly say, out of all the choices, I don't like what Bernie Sanders and his team did, but I'm going to still support him because he is the better of the choices. I had to do that, and then I came out enthusiastically for him. I'm doing the same thing now. Okay, I don't like Joe Biden, but I gotta support him out of the two choices that we got. But I just want people to understand the reason I could not support Bernie Sanders at first was because I've understood the full extent of what he did to black organizers on his campaign, Jeff Weaver particularly, what he did to the black organizers on his campaign and how they disregarded the black community. Now, I don't know if you want to say more, Marcus, but I just want to make sure that they understand that it wasn't your fault. It was 100% Jeff Weaver's fault.
Yeah, listen, I was gaslit in 2016, tried to create a whole organization to get black policies in the South from Bernie Sanders to black folks, and literally was dismissed as competition to our revolution. Not trying to actually do something different, but I wanted to create relationships between progressives and black voters. So Bernie, if he did run again, it'll be a lot easier for him in South Carolina. Jeff Weaver said, they're trying to be our competition. Why don't want to be competition. Y'all talk to white
See,
people. And then lastly, I want to make sure I point out this right here. This is very important. I endorsed Bernie Sanders this year, even after being gaslit and hurt by his campaign. I endorsed him this year.
Come on, man.
Because to me, he was the best option. Bernie brings the better options. But guess what? If I was centering blackness, I couldn't endorse Bernie Sanders. If I only centered blackness, can't endorse Bernie Sanders. It takes you too long to actually get to where we need to be. And I'm damn sure not endorsing Joe Biden. Black folks really don't have a candidate. The closest candidate for black people, in my opinion, was Castro. And I know a lot of y'all are going to say we were arguing left and right, and he's moderate, but at least Castro understands the talking points.
Elizabeth Warren was dope. Elizabeth Warren was pretty dope too.
Yeah, Elizabeth dope. Right.
She was all right. She was all right.
But listen, you said she was all right.
She was
people
all
are
right.
asking me. People are asking me what happened.
I actually love Elizabeth Warren, and I've just been regularly disappointed by her since 2015. Like she didn't have to run. You can't force anybody to run, but I was a part of Run Warren. I was all for it. That was the first disappointment. The second disappointment was the fact that and actually it was later. It was later that the full disappointment of her running actually disappointed me, because she genuflected to Hillary Clinton, and she shouldn't have. She should have just went up on the Hillary Clinton head to head. And that's just my opinion. The second thing was she stayed out of the Massachusetts primary and didn't endorse anybody. Like, okay, where you do that at? Like, we got a real progressive and Bernie Sanders on the ticket. And I know politics. I know she's got to maneuver, and I know she was trying. But what ended up happening? Nobody won. Donald Trump won, right? So she didn't even secure her position in the Hillary Clinton administration. Then going even further, like in 2020, like it's just a long list of disappointments.
In her defense, like people always talk about how close Massachusetts is to Vermont, but they forget that Massachusetts is equally close to New York too.
So wait, I was reading the comments. Say that one more time for me, fam.
So people always talk about Bernie Sanders is like right next door to her because Vermont and Massachusetts are close. But New York and Massachusetts are that close too.
Yeah.
Boston and New York are like a couple hours away too.
I'm trying to understand.
I hear what you're saying about like she should align with progressives, but shit, I can name a million progressives that Bernie didn't support, and most of them were black.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair.
Me. He didn't endorse his own black outreach director when he ran for state house.
That's because you tried him, man. You tried him. You tried to tell him the truth.
That's petty. That's petty. And guess what? I don't even care. Because to be honest with you, like, I don't hate Bernie. I would support him again if he ran for president. But what I don't like, and what is great about clickbaity political thirst trap every single morning, Monday through Friday, is we are going to love up people and we're going to tear your ass down at the same time. Why? Because ain't none of us perfect. I know I'm probably one of the most problematic human beings walking the earth right now. I will literally go and smoke a cigar and then try to jog the next morning like it didn't happen. It is what it is. We all have issues and we all have flaws, right? But on the same token, we are Americans. You guys are programmed to be
but Marcus,
minded and not independent thinking, right?
Marcus, you do know though that
it's all outdoors.
Well, Marcus, you do know smoking a cigar ain't gonna necessarily stop you from running the next morning, right?
It's the drinking part that goes with it.
Okay. Well, I mean, but still, it's better. It's better to just go ahead and run anyway, because
you got to run it out. I got you.
Yeah, got to sweat it. I'm just saying that because I normally think like that. And I was like, the first thing I had to get rid out of my mind was like, okay, yeah, I messed up, but I'm gonna jump up a bit. But anyway, I just want to make sure we're clear on that. One thing that you said that I really want to double down on, Marcus, is that we are all problematic, right? And we are all making difficult decisions that we don't necessarily want to have to make. And we've been making difficult decisions. Supporting Bernie Sanders was a difficult decision for me in 2020. And even though I didn't like Elizabeth Warren, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was actually trying to decide between the two of them because neither one of them were good enough on black issues, but also I had issue with what Bernie Sanders and his team did. Marcus, you wrote an article about that, right? A lot of people in the comment section want to know what happened. You wrote an article with probably, I would say, only about 60% of what happened.
Yeah.
Or you did an interview with The Root. Who was it?
I actually wrote an article for the Griot called "I Was Bernie Sanders, Black Outreach Director in 2016. Here is why black voters aren't feeling the burn." And basically what I say in the article is very simple. Bernie Sanders uses all of the tactics from the 60s revolutionaries when it comes down to talking points. If you take away color and you look at the Black Panthers 10-point plan and you look at what candidate actually came the closest to repeating the Black Panthers 10-point plan, it was Bernie Sanders by far. But guess what Bernie Sanders forgot about this? He forgot about the black part, right? He literally took everything from the black tactics and then didn't mention the black part. Consultants around Bernie Sanders in 2016 literally tricked themselves into believing that they could win a Democratic primary against Hillary Clinton without black voters.
Say it again. Repeat that.
Consultants around Bernie Sanders in 2016 literally tricked the campaign into believing that they could win a Democratic primary against Hillary Clinton without black voters. Statistically impossible, but yet that's what they wanted to do. That's their thought process. And anybody who fought against that, i.e. me, was the ultimate enemy. And you can't get on the bad side of political consultants who are white men, because they are a different class of petty. They got a couple of gears of petty when it comes down to trying to isolate you from work. And y'all know, America knows, as soon as a white man is mad at you, all they have to say is, he's hard to work with. He's abrasive. He's rough around the edges. He's an angry black woman or an angry black man. And I got a lot of that. And yes, I do get angry, but probably because we have an opportunity to beat a neoliberal and you guys are ignoring the pathway to victory. So we gotta be very honest with what happened in 2016, and I'll just give one example, and I'll be done. This is the perfect epitome of what happened in 2016, and I say it all the time. We created something called the HBCU tour 4.5 years ago. HBCU tour had 17 stops on it for Bernie Sanders to actually show up and go to. The white consultants told Bernie Sanders, and other people told Bernie Sanders, that it wasn't going to be worth it. He needed to spend more time in New Hampshire than he did at HBCUs. How many points did he win New Hampshire by? A whole bunch of points. How many points how well did he do within the black community? Not very well. He only showed up to 1 out of the guaranteed 11 stops that we had. And he decided to cancel.
That just goes to show you that Bernie Sanders has always been the white people's candidate, not black folk. I'm telling you, like that, the fact that he won New Hampshire. I'm gonna tell you what was best for me this election cycle. Okay, so this is gonna get me cussed the fuck out.
Make it good. Make it good.
There is silver linings to Donald Trump being president. Very few, but one of them is all your friends that have been playing races under the cover are now standing on top of their house with their white supremacy flag. So you know who all they are. I mean, all of them are. And on top of that, I feel like black people, maybe older folk that lived in the 60s or a time before that would tell me I'm out of my mind. But I feel like black people right now are more on fire about their issues and what they will and will not settle for. And I'm excited about that.
Than what? Than like ever before?
Yeah, than ever before.
Land the plane, Mondale. Land the plane, brother. Come on.
I ain't gotta land. I'm on point. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying.
No, he see where you're going. Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I meant like bring it on home.
Hey, come on, man. You used to go to church. That means come on, bring it on home, Doc. Preach, preacher.
Listen. The reason I said I don't want to land it is because you made me forget my goddamn point. I'm old. Stop fucking talking. Shit. I'm old, goddammit. All right. So, listen, Marcus, I'm old, man. I'm old. I got election brain. So this is what I was saying. So Bernie, listen to this. Marcus, we had this conversation early in 2017. In politics, your policies or your beliefs, especially on the campaign trail, are backed up by funding. 3 white consultants in Virginia up the street from where I live. The South got like 12, 13 million. I don't need to know shit else about Bernie to know I don't fuck with him. Period. When you spend that type of money on 3 white consultants and you only give 12 million to the South, that ain't even enough for Georgia or Texas or Mississippi.
Wait.
Entire South.
I want to make sure we get that point really clear. So 3 white consultants who combined 3 individuals got $60 million from Bernie's campaign
They
as
one
opposed.
firm. They one firm. It's one firm. They live. Their office is really their house in Virginia, in Northwest Virginia.
And I want, in all clarity, that firm, that's the firm that actually introduced me to the campaign. But so they expected blind loyalty from me. They expected me to be like, well, since we put you on, like you need to go ahead and do exactly what we say. But let me tell you something. They made $60 million. I begged for $1 million in South Carolina just for a field team, and I had to fight for that. I only got 500.
Wow.
500,000.
Yeah.
You hear that, man?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
I'm telling you, Marcus, on the inside, tell the truth, Marcus. I need you, and I know you will. Bernie is showing the same thing that the regular Democratic Party is showing. That black people are afterthoughts, and when I do think about them, it's with a fraction of how I think about white people and what white people need.
And the thing is, I want everybody to listen to that and hear our conclusion, because we over our hour, but it's worth it. The fact of the matter is Marcus, you lived in the belly of the beast. You saw how white progressives and white progressive consultants created the image of a revolutionary, but still acted on white supremacy. You saw that. You relayed that information to me, plus more stuff that is still probably confidential and we can't say on air.
I don't have an NDA.
Oh, that's right. You don't. You don't. We might do it.
Listen, I was the 5th employee. When they hired me, they forgot they didn't even have NDAs yet. So fuck them all.
Oh my God. Boy, you got a book inside of you.
You should tell the whole thing, because it caused a visceral reaction. But the point is this: you lived through it, and you still made the decision that he's still the best out of all the worst options. Bernie's still the best, and you still endorsed them and worked to help them get elected in 2020.
Yeah,
you told me the same story, and it had me like physically. I think you probably sent my blood pressure up 30 points telling me that story, to the point where I like, hey man, let's go get a drink. And it took me 3 months. It took me 3 months to cope with the full story that you told me about how derelict Bernie Sanders was with the black community. And I still sat down and said, he's still the best out of our worst options. We did that. And now people are like saying, can't comprehend having to do the same thing with Joe Biden. We saw the evil that happened inside of Bernie Sanders' campaign, but we said he's still the least worst option. We see the problems with Joe Biden, but we look at the fascists on the other side and said, Joe Biden is the least worst option, and we're going to do what we got to do.
Right. Listen, like Mondale said, I got family members, and I'm from a middle class to poor household, right? Poor to middle class. When my mama came to Tallahassee from college, we lived in a very, 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 very tiny house, right? And I saw that woman go, like, and the struggle was real. But I don't have the options to be like holier than thou art as a black person in America, to not go for what the best thing that is offered to me at that time. I have to express myself. If black people don't vote for Joe Biden, then who in the hell is he going to be accountable to? Not like he's really going to be accountable to us anyway, but it's better than Trump. Listen, man, I want to keep this thing, because I know we're going over time, man, but like if Trump, I mean, if Bernie had supported reparations, the problem with white consultants is white consultants will made them people think that rolling out famous black people were better than having black policies. Right? That's the problem that happened with Bernie Sanders' campaign. You don't see Ted Nugent running around America having whole ass conversations about the Trump campaign, right? Like you don't see certain things from the Republicans and from moderates, right? Our problem is, and I love my people, and I love the black surrogates that, matter of fact, most of the black surrogates that Bernie have, I was the person who brought him on the campaign. Right? I brought Killer Mike to the campaign. Yeah, he showed interest, but I'm the person, if I tell y'all the moment that I went to Jeff Weaver and Bernie Sanders and said, hey man, listen, one of my favorite rappers of all time, his name is Killer Mike, he wants to support the campaign. What was their initial reaction? Let me tell you what the initial reaction was. Killer Mike? Oh, hell no. What's the Killer Mike?
Wow. That was their first reaction?
That was the first reaction. They had no idea who Killer Mike was. They're from Vermont. Right? So we can have, like, I like having real conversations about when it comes down to our heroes. And that's why I feel like it is important for America to know that.
That's what I wanted to say. Finish that thought. Thank you.
Yeah. That's why I feel like it's important for America to know that if I'm supporting Joe Biden, if I'm going to vote for Joe Biden, it don't make me a sellout. It makes me realize the most rational answer to the problems of right now. And I don't think anybody can be more progressive than the black guy who got dismissed for trying to do black shit on Bernie Sanders' campaign.
You think about it, you got to be kind of damn radical to get dismissed, to be too radical for Bernie Sanders' campaign.
Or just want reparations, and I don't think reparations is radical.
It's not. There you go. That very good.
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.
Ain't nobody studying you, Mundell.
Mundell Robinson.
Don't follow that nigga. Nobody want to follow your ass.
Get me on. You can also find me at Black Male Voting Project everywhere.
Y'all follow that man, Marcus. How they get up with you, man?
Hey, you can follow me at Marcus for America that's Marcus #4 America on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me at Marcus Farrell on Facebook. Follow my page. Please go to if you want to become a Patreon, and we're going to figure out something for our Patreons because we know we're missing y'all, so we got to figure out something. That's coming soon. But if you go to our Patreon account, it's Patreon_clickbaity_political thirst trap. And also, if you want to look at my business and the little business we got restorative-roots.net. Please go and visit my page, and we'll be doing some more social media stuff. We're trying to promote black people in cannabis.
That's what's up. Shout out to everybody in the chat room on YouTube. We still have a total of, we got 500 people watching us right now. 430 of you are on YouTube, so we appreciate you. But we only got 207 likes. I like to have at least a ratio of 1 to 1. You guys have done it so many times before. So if we give y'all about 5 more, yeah, fellas, y'all got 5 more minutes?
Yeah, I want to shout out Where I End. That's
okay.
WHEREEYEEND. They were listening yesterday, and when somebody said support Black Male Voter Project, they actually went to the website and gave $100.
Love.
Shout out to you. That's dope as hell.
All right. Anything else you got, Marcus? Anything just random? Because I don't want to close the show until we get up to
random for you.
To some 400.
Got something random for your ass.
What you got? Nigga?
LeBron did a lot of shit Jordan didn't, like win a championship without Kobe. I mean, without Pippen and Coach. Jordan can't win a championship without Scottie Pippen. LeBron did it every goddamn way.
He won a championship with Anthony Davis. What the fuck are you talking
LeBron
about?
Won a championship everywhere.
What are you talking about? Are you crazy?
LeBron won a championship everywhere.
Wait, the lineup. The lineup for the Lakers. Come on, man.
Wait. You mean Kyrie Irving? You mean he won a championship with Kyrie Irving? He won a championship with Dwayne Wade? What are you talking about?
LeBron won a championship everywhere. Jordan can't win one.
Jordan won it with one team. And Scottie Pippen is comparably an amazing defensive player, but Anthony Davis is a better baller right now than Scottie Pippen.
Let me ask you a question, Marcus. Jordan left the league one year. The year after they won the championship, Pippen still went to the finals. LeBron left Cleveland. Did they go to the finals? LeBron left Miami. Did they go to the finals? Everywhere he leaves, they go last, bro.
He didn't go to the finals last year. He didn't switch from Cleveland and then go to LA and immediately win the championship. So
I said,
Jordan the whole year off, bruh. What are you talking about?
Jordan left the league.
You're literally
and the Bulls still went to the finals.
You're flapping your lips.
Jordan left the league. The Bulls still went to the finals.
Stop flapping your lips.
Jordan left the league. The Bulls still went to the finals.
Okay, you know what?
When LeBron leave a team,
listen,
they don't go anywhere.
You must have a contract.
Miami, he literally just played against the team he left
right now, because that's the only way.
He literally just played against the Heat.
The only way you're being this sacrilegious to the greatest baller of all time, Michael Jordan.
The greatest baller of all time.
Jordan.
Jordan, man, it still is.
It's Michael Jordan.
No, he is.
Wait. You must have been.
LeBron is a close second, bro.
Too. Dog, you grew up in North Carolina. What are you doing right now? Like you're just dissing your whole state.
No, I'm not dissing my whole state.
You're dissing your whole state, bro. You trying to make LeBron with his 4 championships better than Michael Jordan with his 6?
Oh, come on.
Jordan damn near
Championships is a team.
Talking about
Championships.
Well, Marcus, I will give you this
Are
though.
a team accolade. I'm talking about individual.
Okay,
Stop.
all right. Jordan still got more MVPs. Jordan still got more playoff MVPs. Jordan still got more scoring championships. Jordan still got more assists. The only thing LeBron has beaten Jordan is an assist and rebound.
Everything.
He's like a big
He's
ass man.
beating them in everything, bro.
No, he's not.
Fuck
Fuck out
Bruh, how long?
Really, I can't believe you just did that fake
Mondale,
I can't believe
Mondale.
you doing what you're doing. Like Jordan ain't Jordan. Like you just flap your lips to be
He
flapping.
is Jordan. He just ain't better than LeBron.
Man, let me see. Take them glasses off, man. They bloodshot. You must be high as fuck.
I don't get high.
Well, it's shame on you. What's the problem?
That's not a knock on anybody that does. I just don't get high.
Somebody in the chat room said Jordan was way better at has way better stats than
That's a lie.
LeBron.
That's a lie, bro. You're talking off emotion.
Bro,
when you
but
say
no.
shit like that,
LeBron has better playoff stats. Jordan
has better
overall
stats in general.
Scoring average? No, bro. What are you talking about?
Not in
Scoring
general.
average, championships. Matter of fact, let's go here. Defensive player of the year. LeBron never won that. Jordan has. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Bro, what are you talking about? I'm gonna drop stats on this right here. You just talking
Don't drop a stat, nigga. Because you were talking about awards, and awards don't mean shit.
Torches.
If the awards don't mean shit, then them 6 how do you get them 6 championships? LeBron has
should have been MVP. LeBron should have been MVP.
Nothing matters to you,
year.
Mondale. Like you said,
say your piece. I'm gonna shut up.
All right. We got the 300. Go ahead.
You say, let me make my point, Ben. He's saying
Go
awards
ahead.
don't matter, right? And then I say, okay, well, he got more awards than LeBron. He said the award don't matter. Okay, well, then he got more rings than LeBron. Now rings don't matter. So what the fuck matters?
I said stats, bro. I said, first of all, I didn't say rings didn't matter. I said they are a team. Stop, because I listened to you now. I listened to you. I said, and don't mix up my fucking word, because I said enough to disagree with by itself. You don't got to fucking mix up my words. I said rings are a team accolade.
I said, I'll make you right.
I literally sat back. I stopped talking to listen to you.
Okay.
I need you to do the same.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So
Wait. Out of everything,
I'm not being funny. For real.
Okay, go ahead.
For real, because I said awards don't mean shit because LeBron should have been MVP every fucking year he's been in the league. Because most valuable player means your team can't do shit without you. Jordan ain't that player. You could have took Jordan and put him on any team, and that team wouldn't have been fucking exponentially better. That's a fact. There are teams when Jordan was playing that he wouldn't have made exponentially better. Any fucking team you put LeBron on, they are a fucking finalist. Period.
That's not true.
Period. God.
Eventually, they are. They don't make it the first year.
Yeah. But every year that he's played, he hasn't gone to the championship.
I mean, there's a
That's the way they
down
are.
curve.
Mondale is angling this shit though.
Like, man, Jordan, they are.
But still, and I know we gonna end this, but you can't really do that calculus without calculating all the other superstars that are brought to the same teams that LeBron are brought to, man.
Man, LeBron is the second best player of all time to Michael Jordan.
That's in your opinion.
No, that's a fact.
But I know what's funny is the funniest thing is out of everything that we talked about, the angriest Mondale got today was when you told him LeBron wasn't the greatest player ever. That's the angriest I see this be. Like, you okay over there, Mondale?
Listen, I'm giving LeBron. Matter of fact, LeBron, to be honest with you, is a more well-rounded player than Jordan has ever been. But Jordan has a killer instinct that LeBron will never ever have in his life.
Yes, I love that you brought that. I'm so glad you went there.
Even though LeBron has more last-second shots than Jordan, I'm talking about.
So what is the fucking killer instinct you talking about?
That's my point, man.
LeBron's more clutch than Jordan, but Jordan's more killer
instinct. Mentality to make his team win. LeBron has been in situations where he could not make his team win in the finals. Every single time Michael Jordan touched the finals, he won, point blank. No loss.
I love that. I love that you made that argument.
No loss.
So hold on 1 second.
He's 6-0 in the finals.
Go ahead. That's cute. But what is he in the fucking playoffs? What is he in the playoffs? Pistons whooped that ass so many times. Y'all always want to just talk about the fucking finals. Pistons whooped Jordan ass up and down the playoffs.
All right. Does LeBron have as many wins as the finals as Michael Jordan? All right, then. All right.
Come on. He's on the way, man.
LeBron leads Jordan in every fucking stat.
He gonna make it there.
LeBron leads Jordan in every fact, in every stat, in every fucking field.
You can. Stats are fine. Winners are different.
Yo, winners is a team sport. It's a team sport, bro.
Oh my God, dude!
And I just told you,
I just told you
that team that Jordan was on.
Jordan.
That team that Jordan was.
LeBron, 6'4", has almost averages a triple-double. No Defensive Player of the Year awards. Never averaged more steals than Michael Jordan has. And that's
LeBron leads Jordan in every category.
No, he doesn't. Not steals. We can look it up.
Except for fucking points.
I told you that. You know how you win the game is you have to have more points than the other team.
So your team has no. The way you win the game is your team has to have more points.
Okay, you know what?
No, stop. Yo, being a fucking prolific scorer. Hold on, Marcus. I listened to you. I listened to you, bro.
All right.
I really did.
All right.
I listened to you.
Tell me to stop.
No, you keep talking about stats that are team.
No, I'm talking about
individuals. I'm talking about individuals. LeBron goes to a fucking team, and the team becomes everybody on the team becomes better.
Yeah, Jordan, AD, what are you talking about? Like you
Marcus, I literally listened to you.
The fact that he played with the best center in the league in like the last 10 years.
Bro, like, Jordan had a whole goddamn all-star team on his team.
He had Scottie Pippen, boy. Stop.
And fucking Kukoc.
Stop.
And fucking Kukoc. And Bill Cartwright.
Kukoc.
And he had Grant Hodges.
You win.
Bro, Kukoc was a fucking
Let's see what the audience has to say about this.
No, seriously. Because that's a
they
joke.
basically just laughing at us.
and it's a joke. And you think, hold on, Marcus, I fucking listened to your weak ass argument about Jordan. It was weak because you kept talking about team shit. And I'm telling you, sugar
booger. Ah, so that's enough. We done. Oh,
no, we're not done. Hold on.
Sugar. No, we done. I'm cutting the stream. No, I'm joking.
You cut this goddamn stream. You listen.
What happens if I cut it?
All I'm gonna say is name a fucking team that LeBron played for. When he left, they still went to the fucking finals. You can't.
Torches and Pitchfork says, "Get the f out of here, Mundell." Somebody else said, "Mundell is just wrong." No, I ain't gonna tell you that name.
Oh, okay. That's interesting to me. So
Antoine said Jordan is 6-15 in the playoffs since he got into the NBA. Tell the whole truth. We have to include his time at the Wizards. I completely forgot about that time.
Yeah, I know. That's what y'all do. Y'all completely forget how fucking horrible he is without Pippen and motherfucking Phil Jackson. That's what y'all do as Jordan's fan. Y'all forget how fucking horrible of a player Jordan is. A wonderful and prolific scorer is Michael Jordan. Horrible as a fucking team player. Smacking his team, cussing the fuck out, snitching on him. The motherfucker is trash, big trash.
We ain't talking.
Are you talking about
dirty?
You talking about you bringing in.
Listen, I know you want to force your point in. Because
I ain't trying to force my point. I'm just trying to tell you, Jordan trash as a player.
Ladies and gentlemen, non-gender conforming individuals, we thank you for coming to another episode of Clickbaiting. Let me do this. Mute y'all asses. We can get out of here because I got a meeting to go to. Thank you for joining us for another episode of. They still fussing in the background, but I got them on mute. We'll see y'all tomorrow, everybody. Take care. Thanks for all the likes and everybody subscribing and everything. We'll see y'all next time.
Fuck those ugly ass shoes. Fuck Michael Jordan.
Fuck your ugly ass glasses.
Ah!